1.5 million customers, and 90% of the customers just shop here. They don't really do the business, or if they do the business, it's done very, grassroots and very organically, and so they're not really, doing it as a business. So for those that want to build seriously, it certainly is important who you get the information from and who you actually team up with. So that happened to me, and when we heard this business idea, this business concept 14 years ago, it just made sense. Again, I was really skeptical at first. I kind of, had some pushback, but when I really listened, I have to say, and that's why I'd ask you guys today, have an open mind. You can always say no, but just get the details, really get the details, because this has definitely changed our life, and through changing our life, we've been able to help a lot of other people. I would venture to say hundreds, if not thousands of people's lives that we've impacted because of this business. And certainly one thing I can tell you is nobody ever gets hurt. So awesome. Let me start telling you about what Melaleuca had in mind 31 years ago. They started manufacturing green products that were healthy and affordable, and basically their concept was to create a membership club where you would actually access the manufacturer. Now, a lot of people think that they're getting, a more direct line when they buy from Amazon. They might think they're getting a more direct line when they buy from a distributor and a direct sales company, but 99% of those companies are not the actual manufacturer. You're still buying from some sort of a middleman. And so Melaleuca's idea was, if you could cut out every single middleman, including distributors, including stores, including all the advertising, and just access the manufacturer, you would be able to get much better value and affordability. And so they started with just 9 products back in 1985. Those 9 products were all made from tea tree oil. And if you don't know tea tree oil, probably everybody on here has heard of it. It is an essential oil that has a ton of healing properties. And so their idea was, make consumer products, make them healthy and green and safe and non-toxic, really before before it was popular, right? The word green didn't mean anything 30 years ago. So they started out with these 9 products made from tea tree oil. Today, it's grown to over 400 exclusive wellness products. The annual membership fee has actually gone down. It used to be $29. It's now just $19 a year. And it gives you access to a lot of perks, but more specifically, the big one is, because they don't make you buy in bulk, instead they ask you for your loyalty, and those that want to shop loyally at least once a month, they get a 30 to 50% discount every single time they shop, because that really helps Melaleuca manufacture fresh products made to order on demand. Now, all their products are made in the US, and they all carry a 90-day money-back guarantee. So what you probably were thinking is, can you imagine this company? How did they do it back then with no internet? Well, it was a catalog shopping company that was really set up. When we actually joined the company in 2003, the company was doing just over 400 million. So it took the company 19 years to get to $500 million. Okay. In the next 8 years, they actually got to the $1 billion mark. So the next $500 million was done in 8. The next $500 million was done in 4. And the next $500 million was done last year, 2016. The company grew by 460 million. So just shy of, 500 million. And we've become the largest online wellness shopping club in North America. What I want you to pay attention to, though, guys, more than any other thing here, is this number right here. Melaleuca has a 96% reorder rate. That is incredible. When we joined the company, we heard 95% reorder rate. It's been slowly ticking up. It's about 96.4. And so for those of you that are here because someone invited you to see a business, a business prospect or a business opportunity, that should mean something tremendous to you, because anybody who gets involved in the home-based business world, pretty much their main reason, other than a low-cost startup, is really they want to have the possibility of residual, reliable income. And that's what we heard. We were really skeptical about products because we'd all heard of, we'd been exposed to so many companies selling overpriced products. But when we heard 96% reorder rate, we knew that it really had to be exceptional products at reasonable prices. And that's actually Melaleuca's, not their mission statement, but it's actually their axiom that they run their business on, is exceptional products at reasonable prices. And so this is why Melaleuca's business model makes so much sense, and why it works, why it actually produces revenues and why everybody wins is because of this business model. So consumer direct marketing, Melaleuca's model, unlike traditional business where 63% of what you buy, what you pay for products adds no value. So you spend $100 at Walmart or Whole Foods, you can know that you've actually only bought $37 worth of goods. Everything else was distribution costs and advertising. So Melaleuca manufacturing going straight to the customer, they're cutting out all of that. So they have this money that they're not giving to stores and advertising to put into fresher, healthier, safer products. Consumers are smart. They try the products with no risk. They join Melaleuca with a $19 membership and say, hey, what have I got to lose? They guarantee that I'll try it. And what they find are incredibly products that are so much better than the things that they've been using before. And therefore now they become part of the 96% that come back here in Reorder each month. But what else does a company do to really start that process? And so thinking about you as a potential person here that may want to participate in the business, well, the way we participate here is we refer customers. So everybody who's on here as a guest would be referred by a member of Melaleuca. And so how easy would it be for you to refer something to people that they're already doing? This one is better and safer. They have a money back guarantee, and it also comes with $100 in free products. It's very, very simple. And so we have this tremendous reorder rate because customers are satisfied, and those same customers that are satisfied actually share with people, just like I'm sure a lot of you guys have shared with people a referral for a good restaurant or a good movie. So it just really makes sense. But I want to share one last piece before we change this page, guys, because it's really important to understand how our loyalty to shop a little bit every single month. Costco, you don't have to shop at all, but when you go there, you have to buy in bulk, right? You have to buy in bulk from Sam's Club. So a lot of people, single people, college students, my mom, who's a widow, she can't afford a Costco membership. It doesn't make sense. But Melaleuca makes sense to all those people because Melaleuca, instead of making you buy in bulk, you just buy a little bit. You buy $50, $60, $70 of products you're already buying somewhere else, and they'll give you this really big discount, 30 to 50% for your loyalty. That's what we call our preferred membership benefit. And why that makes so much sense is that loyalty actually allows Melaleuca to predict how much to make. It's called just-in-time manufacturing. It's a manufacturing strategy that saves manufacturers that can employ this about 18 to 20% in operating costs. So think about that then. The customer's loyalty helps the company cut back their costs, which allows them to give you this big discount, which allows them to have better prices, and ultimately, which because of the loyalty allows us as customers, since we're sharing in the revenue from all of these referrals, it allows us to actually generate and create residual income. So I'm going to talk about that piece more later, but it is really an incredible business model when you look at all the factors and what makes it work. So it's simply switching stores, right? On the level of those that are thinking about setting up an account here, this is way better than Amazon. This is way better than Costco, even though I am a loyal Costco member as well, because you can buy all of your processed stuff, right? You can't buy your fresh stuff here, but everything else that you see on that page, about 8 or 10 aisles in the supermarket, you now have a one-stop shop to buy those products, green, American made, with a 90-day money-back guarantee from Melaleuca. Now you might be thinking, how would I actually incorporate this, into, there's so much stuff here, there's so many different products. Well, they make it really easy. They have a couple of packs that allow you to sample a lot of different products at once, 49 of the top selling products or 32. Now they are not sample size, they're full size for you to use, but any new customer, if they want to, this is totally optional, for the first 2 months, they can opt to buy one of these packs as a way to start, and you will get somewhere around $300 in free products, 300 and change at the home conversion pack, and about 200 and change in the value pack over the full price, about 160 to 160 at the actual preferred price. So this is how we actually set up our account, because we said, if we're going to get all this free stuff and if we're going to really know if these products are better, I can't just buy $50 a month. It'll take me 5 years till I try all the products. So we chose to do it this way, and it was the best thing that we ever did. And I'm sure a lot of you guys that are on here today bringing guests, you also did that. And that's why, you feel so confident about recommending customers to these products. These packs also come with a free alarm system. So Melaleuca has a security company that you can actually have security in your home or your business. It's about 30 to 40% less expensive than other companies in the market like ADT, and that just comes for free in either one of those packs. So highly recommended, but totally optional, and also fully refundable for 90 days, just like everything else at Melaleuca. Now I'm going to spend about 10 minutes or so going through really why these products are so great. Really why would customers shop here without any business? Because that's really important for anybody here who's, who's considered or tried to work with a business that produces residual income. The key component that makes those businesses fail or win is whether or not they keep their customers. In order to have residual income, you have to have a high reorder rate. If there's not good enough quality in the products, if the products are too high priced, if the customer service is not good, those customers won't stay. And that's what Melaleuca has going for it, because all their products have clinical trials. They have research not just on ingredients, on actual products and how they work, third-party benefits, and of course about 2 or 3, actually about 4 dozen products actually have patents on them. So ultimately, when a customer comes here, what they're going to find, and this is key, right? Because this is real customers really switching stores and buying products because it makes sense to them, not because they're doing a business, just because it makes sense. That's exactly, what Robin was said before, why her rep wasn't good, because she was probably just a customer. She didn't know much about business. Well, this business model can attract everybody, because anybody looking at this picture can see that Melipower is definitely a better deal than Tide. And let me, just explain that to you, right? Tide requires, that's plastic bottles, goes into the environment, larger bottles, because it's not concentrated. Melaleuca is 6 times concentrated. Tide has a safety cap because it contains toxic, caustic carcinogens that are not healthy for humans. And so Melipower is 99.9% biodegradable, right? It is safe. It has no safety caps. It's also made in America and ships to your door. Tide, of course, is most likely made in China and might have been sitting on the water for 6 months and then 6 months in a storage unit before you ever got it. So it has a lot of formaldehyde and other preservatives to maintain the consistency. So here's the thing. If you could buy something that was better and safer, that shipped to your door, that cost less and had less waste and was more effective and was green, wouldn't it just make sense? Well, that's what 99% of people that see this say, and that's why we have a 96% reorder rate. And the same goes for all of this whole line is highly concentrated. So in products like our Clear Power for glass cleaner or our Tub and Tile for bathroom cleaning, it's shocking. I mean, we are 60-70% less expensive, no safety caps. This one small bottle, actually, it's about, maybe 5-6 inches tall by about 2 inches wide. It actually makes up 6 full-size spray bottles for just $5 and change. And so this is why Melaleuca keeps the customers. This is why if you choose to partner here and really refer customers to shop this way, there's a really high possibility of those customers staying here because the products do the work. They're just really amazing. So if anybody here wants to type in here as a member, any of your experiences here, feel free. It's great confirmation because, of course, I'm going to say good things about it because, I've been here 14 years. But, trust me, I've always said this. If for whatever reason, if I found another way, that was definitely easier than Melaleuca and easier than my import-export business and I could make a lot of money without hurting anybody, I would definitely do it. But know this. I have not found anything better out there for these kinds of products than Melaleuca. And as of now, even if I made no money here, I would be using Melipower. And so would my kids. In fact, my 20-year-old college student has her own account and she uses our Melipower. So it just really makes sense. So here's how the membership works to really give value. All preferred members choose to shop for 35 points. It's worth it exactly. And 35 points equates to about $50 to $65 in the US. The reason it's in points is the company actually has customers in 19 different countries. And so you are basically, able to earn income across all different countries because the company has this international currency that allows revenue to share across different countries. So 35 points in the US is about $50 to $65. There's 5,000 points to choose from. And again, this is part of that just-in-time manufacturing and sharing revenue with the customers by creating this loyal base of shoppers that shop a little bit every single month. They don't shop in bulk. They don't shop for things they don't need. They don't stock anything. They don't sell anything, but they just use what they're running. They buy what they need as they're running out of it. They go back and they buy again. Sue says, Tub and Tile to clean hard water stains and lime scale. You can clean your jewelry in it. Try this little sample. Anybody on here who's new, if you want to see an amazing testimonial, take Tub and Tile Pure Strength and put a penny, put it in the cap, and then put a penny in and just put it halfway. Within 30 seconds, you'll see one half of the penny bright like it just came out of the mint, and the other half will be all tarnished. That's how well citrus solvents cleans. So let's just go back to here again, 5,000 product points and over 400 products that you can choose from. A lot of the things that people come to Melaleuca for are these safer cleaning products because, so many instances of immune disease problems, problems like asthma, problems like eczema are linked specifically to, cleaning products and the residue being in our clothing and then causing rashes on our skin and things like that. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. When you can really switch out everything in your home without spending any new money, it just makes sense. People just love this idea. And so our plant-derived biodegradable ingredients actually clean as well as harsh, harmful chemicals, because Melaleuca has been researching and developing these products now for going on 32 years. So it just makes sense. We have disinfectants that kill everything that Lysol kills right here, our Soluguard Botanical EPA approved, and everything else has none of the harsh chemicals that you see here. We've also got a complete line of daily needs products without formaldehyde or parabens or triclosan, personal care products for everybody. And you can see the cost effectiveness, right? 12 points, a 4-part system. Clarity is like a half or a third of the price of Proactive. Our Affinia is the lowest price sulfate-free shampoo on the market, and everyone loves it. I mean, it just is a great economy shampoo, and you're going to save, $2 or $3 a bottle over the cheapest sulfate-free shampoo in the market. Our Renew lotion helps folks with eczema and psoriasis and very dry skin in a way that is, almost miraculous. Within days, sorry, 1 second, hold on. Hey, sorry about that, guys. Got a little bit of a dry throat there. Okay. Our Renew lotion is amazing. We've seen people with, eczema and bad skin just completely clear up. Dental care products with tea tree oil, again, tea tree oil, Melaleuca oil, very, very powerful and antiseptic, antifungal. And it's super simple, right? Again, some folks think, 35 points, that must be a trick. No, it's not. The company basically figured out a long time ago how much does a single person spend a month on these kinds of products. And the average came out to somewhere between 100 and 200. So they picked a number, 50, 60, so that people could just switch some of their products and really experience this whole benefit of manufacturer direct to consumer and consumer direct marketing. So this is a 35-point set of products right here. Then we've got our essential oils that are at the root of many of our products because essential oils are so effective. Melaleuca has been importing and using them to develop their, consumer products for the last 32 years. And now you can buy them bottled, safe, pure from source, guaranteed to not contain synthetics or impurities. And we are there as well, about 30 to 50% less than the competition. So it's just great value. Our Sabella line offers a complete line of beauty care, anti-aging products, as well as sulfate-free salon quality hair care, fraction of the cost of the competition. Again, you have to really understand this. People would assume that you pay more, it's because of higher quality, but actually, especially in this line, you pay more because of the branding. You pay more because it's in Macy's and Neiman Marcus and so forth. You're paying for the advertising. And so Melaleuca uses those dollars and instead uses better nourishing ingredients, age-defying technologies, plant-based formulas, and even what we call food-grade minerals in all of their skincare. And you can see, again, some of these price points. All of these anti-aging formulas right here for 50 points, $84 is tremendous. You like the shampoo, Jan? That's awesome. I use the Sabella, but my family, the boys, the men, they use the Affinia, the one that I just showed you for $4.90. We actually buy the value size because you can buy a value size if you have a large family as well, and even save more than what you save on the 12 ounce. Now I'm going to switch gears for the last couple of pages and just highlight our nutrition, because this really could be a presentation all by itself. Melaleuca is a science-based company again, and the nutrition you get here, because of the oligo processing, which is a patented process, it really deserves more than the 5 minutes I'm going to spend here. But this is how you can know, again, why the 96% reorder. People use these products with a money-back guarantee and 90-day satisfaction guarantee, and they're able to try the nutritional products. If they don't actually feel them working, if they don't feel better, they can actually get a full refund. And so Melaleuca's oligo processing makes minerals 10 times more absorbable according to science, according to the patents and the actual trials and studies, is published. This is actually published research. And so that produces, this better absorption produces better antioxidant protection, because now you're not having these, these antioxidants that are basically the minerals that are actually getting crystallized in the small intestine because they're not the right form. The right form means they're going to be able to be better absorbed and better soluble to actually get into your system and do the work they need to do. So everything in this line from digestive products are good enzymes. There's 18 different digestive enzymes. Tremendous results from that. Folks that are coming off of purple pills and some of the really bad pharmaceuticals that cause a lot of kidney damage, that's a great product. That's, I think, $27.18. They're somewhere around there. I may be off by a couple dollars or a couple points. Our Provex CV helps to lower blood pressure naturally. Our Replenix, $20 product, amazing product for the joints, a glucosamine product. Our Activate C addresses the immune system, so you can take that like you would take an emergency. It's got illegal processed magnesium and zinc in there. And our GC Control, this could be a line all by itself, is helping folks to balance their blood sugar. 50% of North Americans are currently suffering from diabetes or even undiagnosed pre-diabetes and metabolic syndrome. And so that product, 2 shakes a day, $1.33 a serving, really easy to mix it up. I actually mix it with coffee in the morning. Significant results. Folks coming off of metformin, folks dropping 40 pounds because now their body is, better accessing their fat versus, their glucose. They're balancing their blood sugar. So that's a tremendous product. If you wanted to, just that one product, take it twice a day, you'd be at about 44 points. Now, let me tell you what we take every day. We take Total Health, but I want to tell you about Peak Performance, because Total Health is Peak Performance plus 6 other supplements, okay? Now, Peak Performance is 42 points. You can probably notice that, but it is the research that was done in Freiburg University in 2015 and then confirmed at the Sterling study here in Ohio in 2016. And what they basically found with clinical trials on live humans is that by reducing the key factors of free radicals and inflammation, which they've done by 22%, it was critical to creating substantial improvements in other major health markers, which is also blood glucose, triglycerides, and so on. So tremendous, a tremendous impact here, and just the things that people measure all the time when they go and get their blood work done. These are the specific things that tell about how healthy you are, how long you're going to live, and the level of satisfaction and the possibility of longevity. So if you can improve your resistance to inflammation and free radicals, and if you can improve your heart rate, imagine 9 beats per minute would suggest, according to studies, that would be 9 extra years of life. And you can do all of that according to these 6 daily supplements that come in our Peak Performance, $2.43 a day. So I would highly recommend that. And by the way, this pack, the Peak Performance, comes in that larger pack that was called the Home Conversion Pack that I highlighted earlier. Now, we also have sports nutrition for those buffs that want, fat burning, that want creatine, they want 30 grams of high quality protein. They're going to get that in Ultra Performance Protein for $1.50 a serving. Energy drinks for those that, would be drinking 3-hour or 5-hour energy, sorry, not 3-hour energy. But you have all of these different product categories that are very popular, and we're able to come in with Melaleuca manufacturing direct to the consumer with better ingredients, better research, and specifically the pricing, what everybody cares about. You can get Sustained Sport. It has double the electrolytes of Gatorade with 1/4 of the calories and sugar, but most importantly, it has double the electrolytes for 50 cents a serving. And so, this makes sense. People are already spending this money if they actually get introduced to Melaleuca. There's no reason not to switch, because it just makes sense when you see it. And there's also all kinds of products specially formulated for those that have more specific dietary needs. If you want soy-free, gluten-free, GMO-free, no artificial sweeteners, etc., you can also buy our special Select brand as well. We've got healthy snack foods here in this category that is going to give you access to awesome granola. Our granola bars, these are the best. Listen, when people taste these granola bars, they're like, why does it taste so much better? Well, it's because it's fresh. It has good ingredients. Yes, you've got a good fiber count. You've got omega-3s. You've got, some really good stuff in there. But it's also because when you got it, it was just manufactured like a week ago. When you get that product off the shelf at the store, you don't know how long it sat between the manufacturing, the warehouse, if it came from overseas, went through customs, etc. They've said that a lot of products on the shelf are there for over a year. So, that in itself speaks volumes about why our products taste so much better, why people are willing to, and when they try this, why they stick here, and why that can be good for you is because the products really are better. We've got pet treats that have oligo in them. We've got kids vitamins that are in the shake form that have oligo. And our omega-3s, this is a product, guys, I'm just going to highlight 2 products and we're going to move on. Omega-3s are one of the most needed nutrients that we have. Our bodies don't produce them, and we don't eat enough fish, and we don't, eat enough grass-fed beef or chicken anymore. We don't get enough flax in general, and nobody wants to burp fish oil, right? Some people don't want to take the fish oil pills. Here's how you can do it. Melaleuca suspends fish oil in mango or lime. You don't taste it and you don't burp it. I mean, anybody I give this to, I gave it to someone that came by for a visit yesterday. They were just visiting the neighborhood and they came by and she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Her daughter tasted it, goes, wow, mommy, it is just the bomb. You guys love the lime. We love the mango. But awesome. My sister-in-law, before she passed away, loved the lime as well. She loved that lime, but we love mangoes. We have mangoes growing in our backyard here. But anyhow, with that product, you take 1,080 milligrams is the recommended dose for adults. It's about a tablespoon. So a bottle of that is 10 points, and you'd get about 25 or 26 doses out of that. And a kid's supply is a teaspoon, which would be, 2-month supply. So in our household, we buy 3 to 4 bottles a month. Sometimes it's 3 because we didn't quite run out because we didn't take all of our doses. But a great product. Nobody else has it like that. And the science, when you actually set up your online account, which comes for free with that $19 membership, you will be able to see the science behind that. It's pretty cool. It's video driven, lots of comparisons. It's very cool. Our fiber also, special note, we have 12 grams of fiber. The competition, Benefiber, Metamucil, they have 3. And many, many more things, probiotics, prebiotics, etc. We've also got a great line of coffee products that are masterfully roasted that all come from fair trade, high altitude farms. But most importantly, there's organic, fair trade. There's a lot of different types. There's even whole bean. There's even K-cups here. But again, that's another place where you can taste the difference in the freshness. And trust me, I've been buying Costco beans for over 10 years at least, and there's a difference. Our beans, our coffee tastes better, tastes different. So ultimately, when we come out here, you can also buy premium herbal teas and all of that. I've gone through, all of these products in about 15 minutes. It's a lot to cover. I agree. I'm talking as fast as I can talk. But more that I want to get across to you guys is everybody can find out this on their own. Your online account with Melaleuca just gives you access to everything. But what everybody comes away with, if they actually listen to this, is that shopping with Melaleuca just makes sense. Whether you're a single mom, whether you're a student, whether you're, a widow, whether you have a large family, a small family, whether you're into health or not, it just makes sense to buy manufacturer direct and get these better quality products. And so think about this then as a business also, that the shopping club, if it makes sense to all these different people, then, who you're recommending, you have a much higher potential for conversion in terms of people that actually look at this and see this and decide to actually, join the Melaleuca Shopping Club, and therefore, you participate in the revenue sharing. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. Let me just finalize the membership for you guys so you get this. So every customer that comes to Melaleuca comes by a referral. When they get referred, you help them set up their account either online, over the phone, or with the old-fashioned paperwork, however you like. They pay a $19 membership. Anybody who was referred in March or April, you actually can refer customers for $1. So, for Tim and Jesse and Jackie and Jim and Trinidad, and I forget who else was on here that's a guest, you guys, depending on who's referring you, if the person that's referring you came in, and set up their account this month or last month, you're going to be able to join for $1. Even if that's not the case and you're referred by someone like me that's been shopping here for a long time, you will pay $19, but anybody that you refer will also be able to pay that $1 if you decide to refer friends here as well. So it's just awesome. It comes with $100 in free products, and it comes this month especially. I don't have a screen up here, but just know this, that there's a $38, it's called an EcoSense pack that has like 4 different really great cleaning products as well as the bottles, and it's a special pack that's given out to all brand new customers this month just for free, just for joining. Whenever you do your shopping, you'll get that in your cart at the same time. And that's the special for the month of April in celebration of Earth Day. So again, just let's recap this. You pay your membership and you choose to shop for 35 points, right? You have a couple of examples here. They give you examples of what single people spend is typically about 43 points is the company average. And families of 2 or 3 actually spend 116 points. So no worries about 35 points. You'll probably spend way more than that like the rest of us. But just so you know, that gives you the idea. Now, every preferred customer, along with the other benefits I'm going to talk about in a minute, like revenue sharing, they also select something called a preferred membership pack. And this is a special pack that you pick with your favorites, kind of as a safety net. It's there just in case you're ever too busy or you're traveling. You won't be without your favorite products. You're not going to miss your vitamins or whatever it is that you're shopping for at Melaleuca. It is not an auto ship. So if you come from, the direct sales industry, it's not an auto ship. You don't actually get this. You don't want to get this. You actually want to shop at Melaleuca naturally, organically, how you currently shop. Now, on the other hand, if you really don't want to shop, it's really easy. There's no risk. You can opt out at any time. You can opt out for a month or 2, or you can opt out forever. It's as simple as just clicking on your account options and downloading the form inside your own account and just opting out, or you can just send a note to Melaleuca as well. So our preferred customers, nobody ever has to stay here. If it's not working for you, you just don't like it, no problem. It's super easy to get out. But again, nobody will ever get out by mistake just because you forgot to shop because you picked your membership pack that has your favorite 5 or 6 products to make sure that you won't be opted out by mistake. All right, so now I'm going to tell you the other 2 benefits that are so great that help new customers to really become educated and also pays them for that. So what a smart idea, right? This company actually has put together really brilliant short videos, really well done, that educate people about their products and about the shopping club, 2 to 4 minutes, and they pay you as a new customer as you watch them $5 to $12 per video. You can now use that money starting in your first full month. So if you joined up today in April, you'd be able to start using $40 of free products in May, up to $100 in those first 5 months. And then when that's finished, you actually now start getting back 15% any month after the $100 is done in month 5. Anytime that you shop before the 20th, you're going to get 15% of your points on your order back in free products free in dollars to choose products of your choice. So our families had $3,000 at this 15% ongoing learn to earn dollars over the last, say, 7 or 8 years since they started in 2009. That's a great perk. People love that. And listen, that's just, pure perk. Doesn't matter if you're doing the business. All customers love free products, and it's much easier than cutting coupons and trying to hit the sales and things like that. We also have the marketplace for those of you that, have other stores that are your favorites, the Home Depots, the Best Buys, the Targets, the Dells, online travel, Expedia, Priceline, etc. Melaleuca basically did this great idea. A lot of companies try to make this an actual income. Melaleuca uses this as a perk for all customers, for all preferred members. When you use this marketplace inside your online account, it tells you what is the cashback rate for each one of these different retailers. So as you go in and you click on Target, it will take you to the Target website. And when you check out, you can use your Target card and get 5% cash back if you want and get free shipping. But it's also going to give you the cash back from Melaleuca, because they've given Melaleuca that percentage back as a rebate, and they're going to send that check to you as well. So a lot of our customers, like ourselves, we get checks back pretty much every single month because we bought something at Best Buy or Macy's and so on. So it's a great perk. We love the fact that the customers here, because of how well they're treated, they stay shopping here. And because the customers are well treated, they also quite often organically refer customers, because it's really simple, because you're not a distributor, you don't carry inventory, you don't make deliveries, none of the busy work that you typically find in a product-based company, or even like ourselves in a traditional business. You don't have any of that busy work here, because when you refer a customer to Melaleuca, basically the company, their 4,000 employees, their amazing website, take over and they service that customer. So it's a really, really good business model that just makes sense, especially in this day and age with busy people, that you can do this for just a $19 membership without any risk and really create significant residual income. And because of that, we basically say that we get to help people, create the freedom to live life on their own terms. So I'm going to spend the last 5 minutes here just talking to you about how we do that and how this 96% reorder rate could really produce residual income for you or other people that because of Melaleuca's, retention of its customers. So Melaleuca has a 96.4% retention of its customers. And as I said earlier, 90% of those customers are not here to make money. They just simply see the value in buying, our Melapower, for instance, instead of Tide, right? So that value keeps them shopping here, but the company has worked into that budget of those products 50% or more. It's usually 51 plus, 51% that actually shares back with the customers for revenue sharing. And this is basically how they share it. The first 3 months when you refer a customer to shop here, they're going to pay you 50% on those customers of what they order for those first 3 months, okay? When those 3 months are over, you're going to earn up to 20% ongoing residual income for those personal customers. And then in addition, those customers that have referred other customers and other customers, the indirect customers that came indirectly that are in your database now that are shopping because of other customers, you're going to earn 7% on all of those customers. So it's a really lucrative compensation plan. This is just the pure residual. But because of the 90% of the customers, of course, that aren't actually, involved in the business, right? They're just shopping here. That revenue is there to share because the company doesn't take that revenue. The company operates on 49% to make the products. They're a manufacturer. So that 51%, that part that's left, is able to share back in many additional bonuses that are paid out based on how you help your team advance, in matching bonuses, how fast you go, and so forth. And I'm going to just share a few of those ideas with you right now here. We helped a lot of people last month to become directors. There was I think 15 people in the whole group that became directors or above last month because it's really simple. Who do you know that brushes their teeth and washes their clothes and maybe uses supplements, that would want to sign up for a $1 or $19 membership? Well, if you refer 8 customers, the company's going to pay you $500. It's pretty significant. I mean, it's a nice little check. It's really good for that part-time work that you did. But a lot of folks would just say, well, let me become a director too, because I see director twos actually make $1,000. Well, how do you do that? Refer 10 preferred members to Melaleuca. And so on average, a director two will make a check of about $1,000, okay? We have a game plan that we tell customers, get to 10 customers, but then if you actually want to create more income, let's get to 20 customers, because usually what we find is out of 20 customers, we're going to have at least 1 or 2 of them that are going to want to do this, right? They're not all going to. My mom is not doing it. Lots of people aren't doing it, but there are going to be some folks that want to do it. And so let's just say, April refers more than 10 customers. She actually refers 20 or 30, and I'm picking on April because she's a massive enroller. She referred more people than anybody last month that I've ever enrolled. I've never seen anybody refer more than 26 people in a month, and she referred well over 30. It's incredible. So the chances of that are, yes, you will have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of those people that become directors. Well, if you have at least one of them, which she did last month, you'll become a director 3, and your average earnings will be around $4,000 if you do it within 90 days. The average monthly ongoing residual, because of those customers purchasing with that 96% reorder rate, is $674. Melaleuca keeps stats on everything because we have such a longevity with people that you can really track that because the customers really stay here. Now, you could earn more than that. A lot of folks, this is enough for a lot of people because it is significant residual income. $600 a month is an emergency fund completely funded month after month that you have there as a family, right? If you like your job and you're doing well, an extra $175 a month as a director too is awesome because it means now that your consumer products, basically that budget that you have in your family, is taken care of. That's no longer, a $2,000 a year expense. That now is taken care of by this check. But if you want to earn more than that, you'll continue referring more customers. And as you move on, second customer, third customer becomes a director and so forth. More directors equals advancing in the compensation, more bonuses. And if you actually develop 5 personal directors, so 5 of the people that you've referred out of those 20 or more customers actually become directors or above, you'll get to what we call the mid-level, the compensation. You'll be a senior director. And so a senior director has at least 5 personal directors. And with that comes a $500 a month car bonus. With that comes a $500 a month growth bonus if you grow by one, as well as some other really tremendous profit sharing and matching bonuses that, although this says that the average income for senior directors is $60,000 a year, we know for those that are really aggressive or that want to grow really quickly, we're seeing checks of $60,000 a month because of the matching bonuses, the revenue sharing, the profit sharings, and so forth. There's significantly more. So Melaleuca, keep in mind, always under promises and over delivers because they really are, they are putting Melaleuca out there for the masses. Everybody should shop this way, right? Never mind the business opportunity. It's really a good experience for all customers that are currently buying from Walmart and Whole Foods and so forth. So they really underpromise to be able to capture the whole market and show that it's possible. Because anybody who goes through these ranks, if you continue building your business and referring customers, you're eventually going to have 10 personal directors. You know, we had a busy life with our business. We were working 80 hours a week, but we found part-time. We, scrunched in some hours to be able to develop 10 personal directors. And even though it took us over 2 years to do it, just a little over 2 years, I mean, folks today are doing this in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, but it's still significant, guys. You know, we earned a 6-figure income from a company that we had no investment with, and it's never gone down. We have a $1,000 a month car payment, and everybody in Melaleuca, there are thousands of executive directors making a $1,000 a month car bonus because they help some folks set up their shopping accounts, and that's really key. So the average executive is about $150,000 to $250,000 a month. The high average is over $700,000. You can see those actually stats in our Leadership in Action magazine. The company publishes those all the time. A national director has actually helped 4 of their directors, of course, have now become senior directors. So imagine you get to improve lives by teaming up and helping folks create significant 5-figure or even 6-figure incomes, and now you get paid $300,000 a year or more. A $1,200 a month car bonus. Here we have national directors that make $750,000 a year. And then we have corporate directors that all earn over $1 million a year. And they got there because they actually helped 5 folks get to here. So a really unique compensation that basically is a win. Really, it gives you the benefit of helping other people. Most compensation plans, they create competition. This compensation plan matches bonuses and actually pays you for your leadership and for helping others. So it's a really, really unique property that they have here, and that's why for 31 years Melaleuca has been growing the way that it's been growing. So how can you get started here? It's really simple. Everybody starts the exact same way. You pay that membership, you set up your shopping account, get to try some products, because obviously to be recommending it, you want to really know how do the products work. I would highly recommend one of those 2 packages that I just talked about. And then what you're going to want to do, especially if you want to refer customers or do the business, you're going to want to watch this little 20-minute video because it's going to double your bonuses. And so those examples that I gave there of the $4,000 at Director 3, those are based on these double bonuses. So you watch a 20-minute video as an introduction to the company, and then now as you go from Director 2 and 3, right through all the way to Senior Director, you are having a doubling of your bonuses, which is worth $13,800 in your first year. You'll really want to know that because as you advance and progress in the business, you also get a 100% matching bonus on the people that you've referred. So anybody that you put through here, so imagine if you are, capable and you know people and you're willing to talk to people and you want to do something here, you're going to be able to get that 13,800 times 5 people as they move through, or more as they move through this program. So really, a lot of people are going to win because of your decision to team up with Melaleuca, whether you want to be a 1, a 2, or a 3. And so let me finish this last page with you guys here and just tell you, this is really important. Melaleuca's mission statement is to enhance the lives of those we touch by helping people reach their goals. Okay? It's not up to me to tell you what you should do here. We've had a tremendous run with Melaleuca for 14 years, and the next 14 years are going to be even better. We are seeing growth here at Melaleuca this last couple of years that are bigger than anything I've seen in my previous 14 years. But Melaleuca is the best way to spend your money as a consumer. I truly believe that. And so if that's what you're here today, if that's what you take from this, and if you think of all the people in your life that are currently, wanting to shop at Whole Foods but can't really afford it, all the people that are lined up at Walmart 24 hours a day giving their money for products that are inferior, then you'll know why it makes sense for everybody that you know to shop at Melaleuca, improve their health, get discounts, save money, save time, buy online, go green, all of those reasons to be a category 1. And all the people in your life can actually, if they see this, they will probably do it. Category 2 is, number 1 makes sense to you. You want to shop here, but you also want to earn some income. Maybe you're limited on time. You have a busy life. You can't put a lot of time. Maybe you're not looking for something to replace what you're currently doing. You just want to supplement. Well, with a few hours a week, we can help you really. We can help you with these webinars and just putting a plan in place to be able to create a $500 to $2,500 a month residual income based on customers shopping at Melaleuca with a 96% reorder rate. Or maybe you're number 3 because, like us, you're working really hard. You're trying to improve your life. You already maybe have a great life, but you can't stop working. You don't have enough time. And so if you want more time, or you want to be paid better, you want to create residual income so that you don't have to always show up to make the money, this is the way to do it, guys. Significant income equals 20 hours a week, part-time. Being coachable will help you, again, put a plan in place, how to use these webinars and other tools and resources. And this is someone who would like to earn $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 and more, being able to recommend the Melaleuca shopping system. And so, this is what we chose 14 years ago. We didn't really have 20 hours. We tried to make it happen, and we were able to get to senior director even with our limited hours in 8 months 14 years ago. If we did the same thing today, we would make 3 times the revenue. So instead of the 36,000, we would have made 70, 80, 90, even 100,000 doing that same work today. So how can Melaleuca help you? Jim, Jackie, Jesse, Tim, Trinidad, and I think there's a couple other guests here that are on with members. Let us know how we can help you. Certainly follow back up with the person that brought you on here and let them help you set up your account, whether it's online or over the phone. Certainly, if you can afford it, don't want anybody to be hurt from Melaleuca ever, but if you can afford it, this is the best way to get the most value. And these are completely refundable for 90 days. So you could play devil's advocate and try them all, use them all up and send back the empty bottles, and you'd still win here. Okay, I'm not suggesting you do that, but you can. These are the best way to start. But get back to the person that brought you on. Let them help you set up the account. And if you wouldn't mind also just please mentioning my name and number in box number 4 or over the phone, however you're doing the enrollment, because this really is the only way the company recognizes us for doing these overviews that we do here, and about 25 of them a week. So I would like to at this time, welcome all the guests to Melaleuca, to our team, and thank all the members for bringing you on here today. I hope it's been informative. And if anybody has any questions, I certainly can stick around here for a few minutes and answer any questions. Our next overview is in Spanish.